If you got any ladies and gentlemen, if you got anything from me, It's to find your thing and do you. Because we all know it's not what you do, it's how you do. And this is how we do. Ladies and gentlemen, if you got anything from me, it's to find your thing and do you. Because we all know it's not what you do, it's how you do. And this is how we do.
is fouled back rather. And that fastball got away high. Next one is fouled away. So the count has gone to 1-2. And there is called strike number 3. So 2 outs in the inning. And that will bring up Dalton Stevens, the third baseman. And the first pitch from Williams sails high for a ball. Next one is another high fastball. Swung on and missed. We understand we had a little audio trouble early, and we hope that is now repaired. And now we have a 1-2 pitch coming up to Stevens. And it missed a little low. So the count is now even at 2-2 as the Bobcats bat here in the top of the second. Breaking pitch from Williams is fouled away. So Stevens steps back in there for a 2-2 pitch, and he hits it in the air out towards center field. Looks like Brandon Etheridge is underneath it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. We've played an inning and a half, and we're scoreless from Cass High School. Well, quickly we go to the bottom half of the second inning. Dylan Williams will step in for the Colonels to face Marlon Hensley. As we've moved quickly through an inning and a half, and Dylan Williams just lined it into right field for a hit. So the first pitch he sees from Hensley, he hits a line drive out into right field for a single. And that will bring up the designated hitter, Sam Russell. We'll get a courtesy runner out there for the pitcher. It will be Hunter Bennett. So that's now 2 hits for the Colonels. And Sam Russell, after a brief chat with Coach Adam Williams, who came in to report his courtesy runner, will step in there to face the Bobcats pitcher, Marlon Hensley. Hunter Bennett takes his lead down at first as the courtesy runner, and we get a bunt. It's bunted right back to the pitcher. He throws to second in time, and they just called out the batter as well because Bennett did not slide at second, took out the shortstop, and he is going to be called out. And probably accurately so. Bennett needs to slide there. If he slides in at the base, then there's no interference there, and they called the batter runner out for interfering with the shortstop. So 2 quick balls now to Alex Yoslin, who steps in there, the Colonel's first baseman. But that one's a strike. So the sacrifice had failed, but then greater problems for the Colonels because of the interference play down at second base. And now a 2-2 count to Yoslin. Fastball sailed high, and the count has gone full. Colonels batting in their half of the second inning. There's no score from the Cass High School Athletic Complex. Colonels taking on the Gilmer Bobcats. There is a fastball over the outside corner for strike. No, he called ball 4. He called ball 4. So this is really complicated. Everyone ran off the infield as though it was strike 3, but the umpire, I noticed he never signaled as a strike, but he called that a ball. And Yoslin has reached safely at first. So we've had a couple of interesting plays here in the inning. The out called on the attempted sacrifice bunt because the base runner did not slide down at second and interfered with the shortstop. And now a pitch that they thought was, or at least the Bobcats thought was strike 3, was actually ball 4. And Yoslin is down at first base. First pitch to Hunter Southern is fouled off down the right side for strike number 1. Next pitch is high. Yoslin took a step as though he was about to take off, but he stays at first. And Southern will step back in there to face a 1-1 pitch. Hensley's curveball catches the inside corner for strike number 2. Gilmer with an 8-2 mark on the year. The Colonels in at 6-4. Both teams' first game in 7 Quad A South for the 2013 campaign. That pitch missed high. So a 2-2 pitch upcoming. To the Colonel's third baseman, and it missed high. So another full count, and it should send Alex Yoslin from first base on the pitch. 3-2, 2 outs, so the runner should be moving. We'll see if they throw over there to try to catch him. But no, he's running, and there's a line drive hit out toward right field, and it's going to be caught by Shane Dale for the third out. Well hit ball by Hunter Southern, but it was caught on the line by the right fielder for out number 3. So the Colonels do pick up another hit. There was a walk in the inning. They leave one runner. We've played 2 innings now from the Cass High School Athletic Complex, and your score is 0-0.
Now when the sun come up, I'll be there to say what up in the morning. Perfectly at peace, so I move along a bit higher. I'll be up a bit away, up a bit away.
your pitcher, Marlon Hensley. So Chad Watkins, the left fielder, will step in for his first at-bat of the day, facing the Colonels, Dylan Williams. First pitch is a little flare hit out towards second, fielded out there by Matt Brown. He throws on to Goslin for out number 1. There's 1 out in the inning. Nobody out. The Colonels batting in the bottom of the third in a scoreless contest. And Chris Morton just missed a curveball for strike number 3. So with Matt Brown still down at first after his single to right field, leadoff hitter Brandon Etheridge will step in. He made a nice play to end that last half inning defensively. Etheridge singled his first trip to the plate. Pulling into the right center field gap. So a really well hit ball by Brandon Etheridge. Again, a nice play out there by Shane Dale to backhand it and cut it off before it got to the wall. And that probably saved a run. So he's made 2 really nice plays out there in right field. Sam Ayers, the shortstop for the Colonels, steps in with runners at second and third. And he lines it past the third baseman off his glove. That's going to score a run, and everybody's going to be safe. A rocket to the third baseman that hit him right in the heel of the glove and trickled away. We'll score it a hit here. And that will drive in the first run of the game. So Chaz Wilson with runners on the corners now. And 1 out of the inning will step in there for the Colonels. He hits a fastball foul down the left side on the first pitch. So the Colonels have broken on top here. They scored a run to take a 1-0 lead. As they bat here, Ayers takes off on the windup and easily steals second base. So now another runner moves in scoring position with 1 out in the inning. So a 1-1 pitch is due to Chance Wilson, and we have a timeout to play. As Wilson takes his sign from his head coach, Adam Williams. And that is called a strike at the knees. But with Inslee looking from the stretch, Wilson steps in, face 1-2 pitch, curveball, threw his bat out, and hit the ground out to second to drive a run. And that's his pitching there to drive the second of the game for the Colonels. They tie a run on the ground out, but it scores third of the run down. Dylan Williams stepping in. That is for a ball. Colonels on top of the bottom third. Curveball is the down. Trying to score third pass baseball on fourth to time. Ball is up. Supers up the count. Now to the Williams. Now Matt takes his third. Barkley is set on the trip and throws the ball right in the middle. Happened on the play, but the base runner has been called out for out number 3 on the delayed attempted steal of the plate. So the Colonels pick up a pair of runs on 3 hits. There's no one left. Dylan Williams will be back at the plate when they bat again in the 4th. But before we break away here, the 2 umpires are talking this over. So I'm not sure what the discussion is about. But I tell you what we'll do. We'll go ahead and take our break, and we'll fill you in as soon as we get back.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you got anything from me, it's to find your thing and do you. Because we all know it's not what you do, it's how you do. And this is how we do.
Okay, the umpires did get together down there on that play, but the ruling was upheld as suspected. And we'll move to the top of the 4th. Cass did score 2 runs to break on top here by a 2-0 score. Gilmer County will send their 2, 3, and 4 hitters to the plate. Tucker Pluff, Colt Henderson, and Forrest Bramlett. This is the shortstop, Pluff. And he hits a line drive out toward right field that is knocked down by the right fielder Morton, but it does fall in for a hit. A diving attempt by Morton, but he can't quite come up with it. And that'll be the first hit of the game for the Bobcats. So Pluff, who was hitting .241 on the year, just improved his average. And that brings up Henderson, who looks at a curveball that sailed high. Henderson hitting .333 coming into this game. The center fielder for the Bobcats. Nobody out, and a runner down at first. And Wilson's going to try to throw behind him, but not in time. The count has gone to 2-0. Dylan Williams now working from the stretch. The runner over at first. He throws a fastball right through there for a strike at the knees. There's a 3-1 pitch fouled away. So the count has gone full. The designated hitter, Nathan Bradley, waits on deck. 3-2 delivery from Williams is hit sharply into left field for a single. So still no one out in the inning, and Coach Kyle Clayton, the pitching coach for the Colonels, will make his way out to the mound to have a conversation with his senior pitcher. We want to say a special thanks to our production team today, Hunter Gates and Autumn Townsend. Autumn on the camera today and Hunter working the board for us.
Stepping to the plate, DH, number 7, Nathan Bradley.
So Bradley comes in, or steps in now to face Williams, and the first pitch sails high. He squared as if to bunt, but takes it for a ball. So Gilmer doing some damage here in the top of the fourth against Dylan Williams, but that curveball breaks in there for a strike. So the Colonels looking for an out of any sort at this point. Another curveball, and our home plate umpire says that missed inside. So a 2-1 pitch upcoming to the designated hitter, Bradley. And he fouls it away over the Colonel's dugout and out toward the parking lot. Next pitch from Williams, missed outside. So the count has gone full now. Still no one out. We'll see how the Bobcats play it with Thompson taking his lead down at first. But it's a fastball from Williams right through there, and it strikes out Bradley. So finally, one out in the inning. It brings up Dalton Stevens, the third baseman, the number 7 hitter in the order. First pitch is fouled away, back over the screen. So apparently we're waiting on some baseballs. Several foul balls in what has been a lengthy inning. So they're waiting on some balls to get back in here. That's taken care of. So Stevens steps back in there. Runner going. And he's going to make it down there to second. On the steal. So Thompson now in scoring position with one out as Stevens steps back in. But before the pitch is made, Williams steps back off the rubber. Working from the stretch. And he throws a curveball that was swung on, offered. And apparently I had a pitch as a ball that was actually a strike. So that's strike number 3. So we apologize for that, but now there's 2 outs. And the first pitch to Watkins is a curveball strike. So now 2 outs in the inning with a runner down at second. That fastball missed low. And there's a line drive hit over to first, but Alex Yoslin is there to make the catch. And the Colonels are finally out of that top of the 4th inning. But the Bobcats pick up 3 runs on 3 hits. They do leave 1 runner. And now we've played 3.5 innings from the Cass High Baseball Complex. And Gilmer now leads your Colonels by a score of 3-2. Back at Cass High School, where Gilmer leads the Colonels 3-2 as the Colonels come to bat in their half of the 4th inning. Both teams' first 7 Quad A South game of the season. This is a 3-game series this week, and with the schedule change, they'll play today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Tomorrow's game at Gilmer. The Thursday game is back here at Cass High School. First pitch of the 4th inning from Marvin Hensley. A strike fastball with the Lakers. And next one is line drive middle for a hit. It's a curveball and a good one at the knees for a called strike one. Another breaking ball, and it was just off the outside edge. So the count has gone even, 1-1. Dylan Williams working here in the top of the fifth with 2 outs and a runner at second. Fastball off the hands, fouled away. So Williams, who has allowed 3 hits, 3 walks, he has 5 strikeouts, works from the stretch, and throws a curveball that was low and away. So Henderson steps back in there, and he'll see a 2-2 pitch, but not before Williams tries to pick off the runner down at second. But Dale is back in there easily. Sam Ayers had circled behind him. They throw through, but Dale's back easily. And here's the 2-2 pitch, and it's hit on the ground out towards Sam Ayers at short. He fields it, throws across, and there is out number 3. So there was a base runner left, but no runs, no hits, no errors. And we'll move to the Colonels' half of the 5th inning in a tie game, 3-3.
Now when the sun come up, I'll be there to say what up in the morning. Perfectly at peace, so I move along a bit higher. I'll be up and away, 'cause they gon' judge me anyway. So whatever, I'll be up and away.
Crack open a can of new Kickstart by Mountain Dew. The perfect mix of dew, real fruit juice, and just the right amount of kick. Kickstart your day.
Back at Cass High School, we move to the bottom half of the 5th inning. And we're tied at 3-3. Cass will send Matt Brown, Chris Morton, and then the top of the order, Brandon Etheridge, to the plate in their half of the 5th inning. Tight ball game. Cass broke on top in the bottom of the 3rd with a couple of runs, but then Gilmer, with a couple of base runners, their catcher, Forrest Bramlett, drilled one over the center field wall out there at the 365 sign for a 3-run homer, and Gilmer took a 3-2 lead, but Cass answered with a single run in their half of the 4th. Gilmer was held scoreless in their half of the 5th, and now the Colonels coming to the plate to bat here in the 5th inning. Matt Brown steps in, playing second base today. And the first pitch he sees is low for a ball. Brown singled into right field, hit a hard ground ball over the first base bag, his first time up. And this pitch is fouled away. A lot of foul room here at Cass, but that one will make it out of play. So the count now is 1-1 to the Colonels' second baseman. Breaking pitch that's fouled off at the plate. So we'll have a 1-2 pitch upcoming to Matt Brown. Chris Morton waits on deck. He will be followed by Brandon Etheridge. Curveball that bounced up there. So Brown has worked the count back even to 2-2 as Marlon Hensley works here in the fifth. Fastball fouled away. So Hensley, who has allowed 6 hits and a walk and does have 2 strikeouts, looks back in for his sign and throws a curveball that bounced up there again, so the count has gone full. So working from the wind, the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. There's strike number 3. So that will bring up the right fielder, Chris Morton.
Stepping to the plate for your Colonels, number 1, Chris Morton.
Glad you could join us today for 2013 Cass Colonels Baseball on Play on Sports, presented by Mountain Dew. First pitch to Morton misses low. We want to welcome our other sponsors tonight as well, Liberty Tax Service and WYXC Radio. Next pitch is bounced up there for a ball, so the count's at 2-2. Gorgeous day today, just a little breezy and now cool in the shade. But the high was in the middle 60s today. Next pitch to Morton is called a strike at the belt. So Hensley will toe the rubber for this 2-1 pitch. And it also is called a strike. A little higher that time, but over the inside edge, and the count is even at 2-2. Colonels batting in their half of the fifth. We're in a 3-3 game. Morton hits it on the ground out towards short. It's bobbled out there, but now he throws across, and they say not in time. So Morton reaches on the air by the shortstop, and the Colonels have a base runner. And that brings up the top of the order for the Colonels. Center fielder Brandon Etheridge. Etheridge singled to center field and then doubled to right field. So he's 2 for 2. And he just fouled it off his foot at the plate. So Etheridge, who was in the high 390s coming into this game, has an average now well over 400. So that improves circumstances a bit for the Colonels, but not out of the woods here yet. Curveball missed high. So a 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. So a big spot here really for both teams with a runner down at third. And there's a fastball that just missed to even the count at 2-2. That one's in the dirt low and inside. So another full count. And a 3-2 pitch upcoming from the Cass senior. And he throws it inside off the plate for ball 4. So that brings up the third baseman, Dalton Stevens, and again with runners on the corners. So the Colonels in need of a ground ball double play here. They wait on the first and third base runner signals from their catcher, Wilson. And Williams will now work from the stretch. And he throws a breaking pitch in there for a strike. Autumn, can you move your camera just a little bit to the left? Throw over to first. Chases back Bradley. So the count is now 1-1. One out in the inning. Runners on the corners. There's a breaking pitch that Stevens swung on and missed. So a big spot here and a 1-2 pitch. Dylan Williams fakes toward third, steps off to check the runner to see if anything was going on there. And now we'll step back on for the 1-2 delivery, and it's a curveball that missed outside. Two-two pitch from Williams. It's fouled over the screen. So we'll see another 2-2 delivery. And it's a breaking ball that, again, they say missed outside. So now a 3-2 pitch with runners on the corners, one out in the inning, coming up from Dylan Williams to Dalton Stevens. And it's a fastball strike at the knees, strike number 3. So a big pitch there from Dylan Williams on the 3-2 count. He gets the strikeout, his 6th of the game. And with 2 outs now, the number 8 hitter, Chad Watkins, steps in there. And he missed low with the first pitch for ball 1. So the catcher, Wilson, again with some signals for his infielders. Now with 2 outs. Williams steps back off the rubber, fakes the first, and then looks at his runner at third to see if anything was going on. And now he bounced one up there that Wilson blocked at the plate. And it's gone to 2-0 on number 8 hitter and left fielder Watkins. There's one strike. 2 outs in the inning. Gilmer bats in their top of the 6th. In a 3-3 game. Another pitch is hit on the ground. Sam Ayers fills it, steps on the bag. Second for out number 3. And the Colonels, although Gilmer threatened, the Colonels are out of that inning. So Gilmer did pick up a hit, leave a couple of runners, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th in a tie game, 3-3.
Now when the sun come up, I'll be there to say what up in the morning. Perfectly at peace, so I move along a bit higher. I'll be up and away, cause they gon' judge me anyway. So whatever, I'll be up and away.
Crack open a can of new Kickstart by Mountain Dew. The perfect mix of dew, real fruit juice, and just the right amount of kick. Kickstart your day.
Morton is 0 for 2. He struck out swinging and reached on an error. And he sees a fastball that sailed high as Hensley just threw his 100th pitch. There's a breaking pitch, a strike at the knees. So a 1-1 pitch due to Chris Morton. And it hit him. We'll throw the upcoming schedule up very quickly for you. You'll see that the Colonels play at Gilmer tomorrow. They have a home game with Gilmer on Thursday. A game with Calhoun the next week is the only game on the schedule, and then they have a 3-game series with Pickens County. Brandon Etheridge steps in with the bases loaded and 2 outs, and he hits it right back to the pitcher on the first pitch to retire the side. But the Colonels do break on top with a couple of runs, and they will take the field now in the top of the 7th, leading the Gilmer Bobcats by a score of 5-3. Okay, back at Cass High School, where the Colonels have taken a 5-3 lead here, and we're going to get a new pitcher. It will be Brandon Etheridge. Taking his warm-up tosses out there. Dylan Williams will move over to first base, and my guess is Yoslin has gone out to left. Who's in left? Is that Hunter? Maybe Hunter Bennett out in left field. It looks like Yoslin may be in right with Morton in center. So that's what we'll go with anyway. And the first pitch from Brandon Etheridge is a strike. Next pitch is also a strike at the knees. So the number 9 hitter, Shane Dale, steps in there, now down 0-2 on the count. And it's a curveball right in there for strike 3. Just froze the hitter, Dale, with a really good breaking pitch there from the Cass Jr. So now 1 out in the inning. And that brings up the leadoff hitter, Marlon Hensley, and he has really pitched a whale of a game. Good curveball from Etheridge is in there for another strike. Hensley 0 for 3 at the plate in this leadoff spot. He's grounded out to short, lined out to center, and grounded out to short a second time. One pitch now due from Brandon Etheridge. Curveball again, it's in there for a strike. It's the best curveball we've seen this year from Etheridge. And there's a fastball hit on the line out in the right field. It'll be in there for a hit. So Tucker Plouffe will step in, the shortstop, with a runner down at first and one out. And it's a curveball that's swung on and missed. Hensley taking his lead at first. Dylan Williams, the new first baseman, holds him there. Curveball is in there for another strike. So an 0-2 pitch upcoming to the Bobcat shortstop. And it's a curveball, swung on and missed. He'll be out. Now the runner breaks. The throw down is going to get him as well. And that is going to be your ball game. So it was swung on and missed when the ball got away from Wilson a little bit in front. Hensley broke for second, and he was thrown out easily on the caught stealing. Wilson to Ayers, and that is going to bring this one to a close. So we'll be back to wrap things up here in just a moment, right after these messages.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you got anything from me, it's to find your thing and do you. Because we all know it's not what you do, it's how you do. And this is how we do.
Are victorious tonight in their first sub-region game of the year, a 5-3 victory over the Gilmer Bobcats in the first of a 3-game series with Gilmer this week. Game 2 open up 7 play, South play. The Colonels win this one by a score of 5-3, 5 runs on 8 hits. They did not commit an error. Gilmer was 3 runs on 5 hits. Quickly running through the score for the Colonels. Brandon Etheridge had a couple of hits. Down there's the hit and RBI. Kaz Wilson had a hit and an RBI. Dylan Williams with a couple of hits. Sam Russell had an RBI on a sac fly tonight. Alex Cosmo with a hit and an RBI. A big one that the Colonels had. Matt Brown had a hit and Chris Horton had an RBI when he was hit by a pitch. For Gilmer, Thompson led them 2 hits. They had 3 other players with 1 hit each. So that will wrap things up from here. The Colonels are successful tonight in their first subdivision game of the year. They improved 7-4 on the year, 1-0 in 7 quality South. We're glad you could join us, and thank you for joining us. And again, we thank our sponsors tonight, Varsity distributor in our area, and Mountain Dew as our anchor sponsor. And we also want Liberty Bank Service and WXC Radio for joining us tonight in sponsoring this broadcast. Again, happy news from Cass High School's athletic complex as the Colonels defeat the Bobcats by a score of 5-3. Tomorrow night's pregame will start at about 5:40, so you'll join us for that one as well. Thank you for joining us. This has been Cass High School Baseball on Toyota Sports and the DHSA.TV network. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Now when the sun come up, I'll be there to say what up in the morning. Perfectly at peace, so I move along a bit higher. I'll be up and away, 'cause they gon' judge me anyway. So whatever, I'll be up and away.
Crack open a can of new Kickstart by Mountain Dew. The perfect mix of dew, real fruit juice, and just the right amount of kick. Kickstart your day.